A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a high-stakes political climate, President Donald Trump's ambitious spending and tax cut bill, dubbed the One Big Beautiful Bill, is now under intense scrutiny as it heads to a critical vote in the Senate. As the GOP races against the clock to pass this legislation before the July 4th deadline, the bill is packed with key elements that Trump has championed throughout his presidency, including tax cuts, immigration reform, and increased defense spending. However, recent polling indicates a significant disconnect between the bill's objectives and public sentiment. The legislation, which weighs in at a hefty 940 pages, seeks to extend the tax cuts implemented in 2017, eliminate taxes on tips and overtime pay, and allocate billions for border security. It also proposes a controversial restructuring of Medicaid, a federal program that provides health coverage to millions of low-income Americans. Critics argue that these changes, which include cuts to food stamps and new work requirements for Medicaid recipients, disproportionately affect vulnerable populations. Despite the GOP's optimism, a recent Fox News national poll reveals that a majority of Americans are not in favor of the legislation, with 59% opposing it compared to just 38% in support. This sentiment is echoed in surveys from other reputable organizations, indicating a widespread skepticism towards the bill's potential impact on families and the economy. As the Senate prepares for a series of votes, Democrats are seizing the opportunity to highlight the bill's shortcomings, particularly its proposed cuts to essential social safety nets. They argue that the GOP's prioritization of tax cuts for the wealthy comes at the expense of critical programs that millions of Americans rely on. House Speaker Mike Johnson has defended the bill, asserting that it is a necessary step towards economic growth and financial stability. The divide between party lines is stark, with approximately 73% of Republicans supporting the bill, while a staggering 89% of Democrats oppose it. This polarization reflects the broader national discourse surrounding fiscal policy and social welfare programs, as voters express concern over the potential repercussions of the legislation. As the clock ticks down to the July 4th deadline, all eyes are on the Senate. Will the GOP succeed in passing Trump's One Big Beautiful Bill, or will public discontent and bipartisan opposition derail their efforts? The outcome remains uncertain, but one thing is clear: the stakes are high, and the implications of this legislation will resonate far beyond Capitol Hill. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.